Hey everyone, Jeremy here. I just kind of wanted to quickly go over the PGR global version synchronization plan. There's a bunch of different changes in here that will be coming to us soon. I just kind of wanted to give my thoughts on it and hopefully persuade others to help make the changes that they want to see. So this first part with the version resources, it goes over missions, permanent events like Pain Cage, Warzone, Class Reflection, Norman, version specific events, shops, simulated battlefield, all of these things. Basically what this whole section is saying is that they're going to be scaling it up by X amount, where X is the number of integrated versions in one patch or update. What this means is that if we have 3 A rank or 3 updates in one patch, like 2 A ranks and 1 S rank, then the number of rewards that we'll be getting in that update will be multiplied by 3 because there's 3 updates in there. This is all fine. It's just that the only issue is that this is kind of detrimental to free-to-play or casual users, more so, just because even if you miss one day, you're basically going to be missing 3 days. If you miss a week, you're missing 3 weeks, and so on. Because of this, you basically have to log in every single day and do your dailies, weeklies, and all that stuff. So even if you're busy with like exams or work or family related issues and you can't log in, you're just going to be that much more behind. So I think that it's a good and bad thing. It's probably one of the only ways they could have done this, but it's also not that good for a lot of people. The next thing I want to go over is probably the biggest part for a lot of us, which is the paid content. I don't think that they did this as well as they could have. They have no plans of changing the packs. They're not going to discount it by the amount of integrated versions. They're not going to increase the rewards by the number of integrated versions, which I think is a huge oversight on Kuro's part. I think that even as a company that needs to make money, I think that Kuro should keep the players' best intentions in mind, just because I think that if they keep the players' best intentions in mind, it'll make the average person want to actually spend on their game, leading to probably a bigger revenue. I think some really common suggestions for fixing this or adjusting it is probably if you buy a pack, you get it scaled up to the X number of integrated updates in the patch. So if we have 3 updates in one patch, then the rewards given by a pack will be 3 times the amount. If not, they could also do reducing the packs by 3 times the amount, or however many integrated versions are in an update. So if a pack is 600 RC, for example, and we have 3 integrated, it'll only be 200 RC, and so on. I think that this is probably one of the most fair ways, although there have been other suggestions floating around, some better than others. I think one of the ones that I saw was increasing the pull rate for a character based on the integration amount. So if there's 3, then the pull rate for an S rank character would be 3 times. I don't really like this one as much, just because it is still gambling at the end of the day. It's not really guaranteed. Dividing the pity chance by the number of integrated versions, so if it's 60 and there's 3, you divide 60 by 3, and if hard pity is only 20. I mean, that one seems a lot better, but at the same time I don't think that one is reasonable for Kuro. So I don't really know how this is going to go. I know that for a lot of the SSS Plus whales that I've been talking to, a lot of them seem to be okay with this change just because they have the disposable income. so much so that this update doesn't really affect them. I think what this update really does is it kind of messes up the light to mid-range spenders. So the people that are going for like SS3, SS6 to SSS3, SSS0, SSS6, those guys are going to have to probably budget out a lot better if this update does pass through, just because they're going to be spending 3 times as fast. They would technically be spending the same amount as they would over maybe like 2 years, condensed into like 3 to 4 months, which is huge, because even though we're getting these updates faster and these packs faster, it doesn't mean that people are getting their paychecks faster, you know? So overall, I think that with this version, I'm not too much in agreement, just because I don't think that it's the best for our community or the player base in general. I've left some feedback on the PGRO Discord server. In the general chat, in the pins, there's a poll that I would like everyone to vote for, just to show your satisfaction or dissatisfaction with the update. I just want something tangible to at least show Kuro staff when the update, or before the update comes to pass. Sorry, that was my phone giving me a notification, but yep, that's about it. Thank you guys, and please let your voices be known.